Hello, hello. Good evening. Uh, I'm back with some more Thronebreaker. If you're looking for Dire Roll, we're not quite back yet, though soon. Official announcement will be on the Twitter, so if you want to follow there for information on Dire Roll, do so. But for now, we're going to continue some Thronebreaker. We're 16 hours into the game, and we just arrived at Mahakam, so let's jump right into it. Oh, that's right. I still have low morale. Left to right.
Isabel?
Apologies. Thoughts consume me sometimes. Is there something you need?
Since we left Edirne, you've seemed unsettled. Is all in order?
I've seen many wars in my time. All ugly, all repulsive. But what the Imperials did at Aldersburg was... it was unforgivable.
Nilfgaard. That's what it does, Isabel. They seek here to repeat the rape of Sintra, the slaughter there.
Yes, I saw that. I was there. And at Sodden.
Then you know of what they're capable.
After Sodden, I took an oath never to take part in another war. Such suffering, such hatred, senseless, all those deaths.
Senseless deaths. Our troops sacrificed their lives in defense of their homeland, loved ones.
I must believe there's a better way. Forgive me, Mum. I must gather my thoughts. Never mind about me, though. I shall perform my duties to my utmost, as ever, as always.
You speak with my soldiers a good deal. Said so yourself. I'd like to know what about.
Corporal Larkin, Ma'am. Do you know him? Captain Oisin, perhaps? Or Lieutenant Tegan?
Of course I know them. Among my best. They've served me loyally for years.
You know them. But did you know that in fleeing Lyria, the corporal left behind a newborn daughter? His wife was in confinement when you gave the order to march. The corporal could not go to see them. And true, the captain has no wife, no child. But he's not seen his brother in 5 years. Never once been granted leave. Your General Odo's orders always taking precedence.
Allow me to guess. You shall now tell me Tegan abandoned his sick mother to follow me.
No, Ma'am. Count Caldwell's men murdered the lieutenant's kin. Retaliation for his joining your rebellion. He learned of this just recently.
Enough. You've made your point. Yet even were I to order them to return, they wouldn't listen. They know they've got nothing to go home to while Nilfgaard occupies our land. Duty calls. I must go.
Of course. Should you need me, I'll be here.
Hey, Yissa. Good to see you.
Yes, Your Grace?
How go things, Reynard? You and Gascon get along now, I hope.
Well, you might say we've established a certain rapport, Your Grace.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, Get Off WG. Oh, now that you subscribed, I was going to say this at the beginning of the stream, but this is a good enough time as any. We now have, you need a cool pop-up? Yeah, well, it gets in the way when I do role-playing game streaming, but for this, I should definitely get it. But you now have access to a special emote. I wonder if I can do it, or if I have to subscribe myself. Nah. I can now do this emote. Woohoo.
Tell me more, friend.
I don't pry into his affairs, nor he into mine.
I'd prefer it if my commanders worked together more closely.
Your Grace, the man's a brigand.
Oh, Reynard. He was a brigand.
I must disagree, I fear. Yes, he stopped thieving for now, but only because it's convenient, so to speak. Gascon isn't a changed man. He still hasn't an ounce of honor, dignity.
Yet he has a unit of armed men, without which we'd be much worse off. Might not even have survived.
Agreed. The Strays are excellent fighters. I'd be the first to admit it. I only fear they might turn on us. Leap at our throats when we least expect it.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Glad you guys like it. I plan on having subscriber badges later on, but for now, just the emotes.
Hey ho, how's my favorite queen in the north?
You and Reynard, do you get along?
Like a cat and a hound. Get it? 'Cause they call me...
Yes, yes, your jests are easily understood. Far more difficult to enjoy.
Snap.
That's probably true, in your royal high and mightiness's case.
Will you answer my question?
We get along because we must. Though it'd be far easier if he pulled the lance from his arse.
Haven't heard a truer word in a long while.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing. It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
Oh, this is the dwarf we picked up, who's our guide.
Grace, I need to speak with your quartermaster. Excuse my Elvish, but I can't drink that goat's piss he serves in the mess.
Ugh, Reynard's doing, no doubt. He doesn't like the men to drink too much.
To be blunt, ma'am, what Reynard himself needs is to get good and bloated for once in his stiff life. So, I have a proposal for you. A shipment of the best dwarven mead and lager. I can arrange for you to arrive. Trust me, the men's morale's nae like to be a problem when they pour a bit of fire in their guts.
Yes, I need more morale.
Good point. Very well.
Oh, you've my thanks, dear Queen. A few more days of that and I'd have been lapping up puddle water.
I trust you'll arrange the details.
Of course, no worries. You
Yay.
didn't ken how happy a dwarf you've made me. Ah, right. And the men too, of course.
You're a Zigrin, are you not? I know the name. One of your clan slew the dragon Okvist.
Aye. You're thinking of Yarpen. Cousin of my cousin. Left Mahakam when I was but a wee snot. Decent enough dwarf, but never could conform to our basic tenets and laws. Though, admittedly, we've so damned many it's hard to keep them from leaking out your ears.
Is it that bad?
I'll put it this way. Among human folk, you can't steal, brawl, murder. All the basics. In Mahakam, we've got laws about how to braid our beards. But I'm no one to complain. The Zilgrins are well-to-do, one of the richer clans. Got more than enough goods to suit our needs. Though, we've got some bads as well.
What do you mean?
Bah! Nae worth your time. I didn't mean to bother you. Sides, best to jabber of such things over a cold pint. Or keg?
Your elder. I'd like to know more. Do tell me about him, please.
One tough horseman, Bruva. Stubborn as an old goat, as you'll soon see for yourself. All in all, though, he's nae as scary as some say. Been keeping the clans in check for some 2 centuries now. Which is nae a small feat, I might add, no.
No conflicts between them all this time. Are you certain?
I can't tell if you're jesting. At each other's throats each day they are. Breckenrigs despise the Chives. Dalbergs and scratch out the Hoog's eyes given half the chance. As for us, we hate them arse-licking fuchsies.
Try saying that name 10 times fast. Or just once and not get censored.
But Brewer's got his ways, keeps each yen in line. If not for him, Mahakam would have fallen to bits ages past.
Why?
Round 150 years ago, when the elves were fighting that hopeless war against your folk, the Elder-in-Chief ordered the pass to Mahakam sealed tight. If it weren't for that, we'd have ended up like the pointy ears. As it was, we waited for the shite storm to abate. Didn't you open the pass and stretch your legs again till it were safe?
Yes, I remember. The manufacturers in Rivia have yet to recover.
With all due respect, Your Grace, your workshops forge utter crap. It's not our fault that human folk prefer dwarven goods. Basic market principles, that's all it is.
I feel enlightened, Gabor. Thank you. We shall return to this conversation later.
No skin off my back. We seen each other, Your Grace.
Yes, milady?
You choose not to follow your king, Xavier. Why?
To fight in the field, with you. This was my wish, my lady.
But what of your home? Rosberg must be rebuilt. Engineers are needed.
I've no kin in Rosberg. No soul left for me there. All I've left is revenge.
I understand. You've long served in Kingdom of Enzar.
Yes, Your Grace.
Why? Not terribly took.
I can build.
I see.
Misclick. There we go.
Other matters await my attention.
As you wish, my...
Okay. I'm gonna check my deck. It's been a spell. That's right. Oh. Have you started the new Dire Roll campaign? No, but soon. We'll announce it on the Twitter, and we might announce it on YouTube as well. Depends how things go. Soon, soon, soon. This month, soon. I don't want to peg down a date just in case something comes up, but very soon.
A hearty Mahakam welcome to you.
What an honor! Even the arbalists salute us with cocked quarrels.
Oh, that well. An ounce of prevention saves a slag heap of trouble. None too shabby as views go, eh?
Were it not for the howling wind, I'd make a sketch.
Yeah, the Fire and Blade, our first campaign, the entirety of it is on YouTube. Link below. Yeah, feel free to catch up. You got the time. Our next campaign is going to be unrelated, so you won't be missing anything if you haven't seen Fire and Blade. It's going to be a new campaign. It's actually, I haven't looked at the map yet. Very linear this year, map. Alright. Some more men. Cool. Quietly rob the dwarves. A troll.
Neve rode slowly, her surroundings interesting to her, her ears keen to take in the cacophony of sounds. The sharp whistle of wind rushing past towering peaks, the squeak of wagon wheels rolling over frozen snow, and the roar of beasts.
What the? I dare not venture a guess.
Gabor scratched his chin.
An ice troll. Or one of them Barbie Gaza pajamas.
These beasts, are they tame? As the dragon?
Not in your life. Fierce horsens, every last one of them. Spring cleaning year past, 1 year bit my arm clear off.
The Queen's brow rose in a silent inquiry.
All right. You don't quite ken the context. Each spring, with the melting of the snows, a good bit of that filth comes out the ground. That's when Brother Hoog summons all dwarves for spring cleaning. We cut down as much of the filth as we can, and that means relative calm the rest of the year.
Out of the corner of her eye, Meave noted a dark shape darting between rock formations. Calmly, she drew her sword and brandished it a time or two to warm up her stiff arms.
Seems it is our lot to assist you with this cleaning. Lyrians, arms at the ready. Prepare to fight.
Spring cleaning. For a great many years, Mahakam was closed off to the outside world. When the Elven Kings began their last desperate push to drive men from the lowlands, the dwarves slammed shut the passage to their mountainous realm. For centuries they waited. Only when the slaughter in the valleys below subsided did they once again open their gates. The dwarves refer to this day as the Great Airing Out. I don't know what that has to do with fighting ice trolls, but hey. Do not let Bruver die. Eliminate the Shaelmar. That's not an ice troll. Hint, in one fell swoop. Story battle. 1 round. Special rules. The Mighty Shaelmar. Every 3 turns on turn start, randomly damage enemies by a portion of the Shaelmar's current armor, then move to the other row. If in the melee row, damage the highest enemy by this unit's current armor. If in the range row, damage the lowest enemy by this current armor, then set armor to 8. Okay. So, yeah, obviously this is an attack. So, the slingers, I don't think I'll need, because I think there's only one of them. Don't need a healer. Restraint won't affect a boss, so let's get rid of that. I want to get rid of all of... I've got so many cards I want to get rid of. Let's start with Gascon. Nice. And a healer might actually be helpful. There we go. I can set both of his rows on fire. Want more archers, though. Ah, I got the dog!
Stop standing around like corns on a toe! Get to work!
That sucked. Sucked ass. You do. Oog. Spawn 2 Mahakam Protectors and move... and move an enemy from the melee row to the range row. Oh, it's deploy, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, let's get this fire started.
Watch your heads!
What's up with the dog? I don't want him in my starting hand, because whenever I play a gold card, which this is a gold card, I believe. She is definitely a gold card. He comes from my deck onto the battlefield, but if he's in my hand, he's just a wasted card in my hand. Nope, if I do that, it'll move him, so that would be dumb. Okay, now we randomly damage enemies by a portion of Shelmel's current armor, then move. I want him in the melee row because he'll do the least amount of damage. Because he'll hit... Oh, he'll hit Hoog, and I want to protect Hoog. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head and use the flail to move him. Thought that moved him. Oh, move them one more back. Okay, huh? That's what I get for that. And then let's go ahead and start the fire. He didn't seem to... Oh, he didn't have any armor. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 8 damage. I would remove his armor. Yeah, that works for me.
Arbalist to your command.
This is actually really easy. Now I just Arbalest again.
I'm a monster.
And then I just thunder him. That was
All right.
silly easy.
Got some splaining to do.
As the wails of speared Shaelmars died down, the crowd of Mahakam and infantry parted. A dwarf stepped forth, grey as a snow fox, wrinkled as a prune. He walked with difficulty, supporting himself on a battle axe, its two heads dripping blood.
This would be our elder-in-chief, Bruver Hoog. And who might your guests be, Gabor? Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, and her associates in court.
My regards, Elder. I come...
You come for something. Coin's my first wager. Fighting bodies my second. Well, what is it you want? I'm on in the years, aye, but I'm not gone dotty. Tja, you menfolk. You got to fall on hard times to remember us dwarves.
I've come with a design in mind, I cannot deny. But hear me out and you shall see.
She's armed! Gabor! Why the devil did you let her in here like that? And without a sack or her heat! She has the leaden ring, Elder.
A gift from a king.
From Demavend, lassie, I ken that already. Trust a man, give him something of value, and he'll go and give it away as easy as a street whore gives away nubs. It's a good thing he didn't pawn it. Sons of humans.
I've traveled far to see you. Hear me out, I beg you.
Let it be my loss. Go on, heave her away.
Nilfgaard has overrun my realms. It has overrun Edirn. The Blackclads are at the foot of Mahakam. They will seek to overrun your land sooner or later as well. We must act. We must react together, while there is still time.
Time? What do you ken of time, lass? Got how many summers to you? 40, maybe? Had you grown up amongst dwarven folk, at your age you'd be learning to crochet dolls. No more than that. I've seen 400 summers come and go. And I've been elder for 200. And you know what I've learned in that time? That meddling in your idiot scraps doesn't ever bring any good. Now, on a normal day, I'd have you all thrown clear out of this land I love. Bet you've the leaden ring, and that grants you the right of hospitality. And here, in Mahakam, laws and rights are sacred. You may stay in the pass long as you wish. Young Zigrin will serve as your guide. And once you've tired of the mountains, well, you ken the way down into the valleys. I bid you farewell.
My Lord Elder, with all due respect, we came to your aid. We smote the beasts with you, yet...
And who the demons is this son?
Count Reynard Odo.
Ho ho, Odo, Lodo, Bodo! Now, you listen and listen well. We didn't ask for aid, and you know why? 'Cause I've my dignity. Not like some. Mates and wenches! Spring cleaning's done, beast culling's over. Mount Carbon beckons us home. Follow me!
Mount Carbon. It's almost on the nose as Mount Doom.
Your Grace, be not dismayed. We will find a way.
Manage we shall, true. Though damned if I know how. We have none other to whom we can turn, no other land where we can flee.
Let us convene in council, Your Grace. Consider together what's to be done. We've yet Redania, Temeria...
Your Grace, might I draw you aside a wee moment, for a jab?
Reynard, please excuse me. Well, what is it you want?
I ken the Elder-in-Chief dinna make a good first impression.
And the second? Is it any better?
be quite frank, no. I'll try elsewise. Not all's lost, trust me. Brewer's a stubborn goat, no doubt about it, but a goat to be persuaded. And I happen to ken how.
The selfless impulse to help. I don't believe it exists. So before you describe how you aim to aid me, be kind enough to explain why you wish to do so. Unsolicited, mind you, and clearly against your elder's wishes.
A query of my own to answer yours. Do you ken when Brewer Hoog last strode down the mountains into your lowlands?
I know not. While King Sambuk sat on the throne?
Point of fact, never. Hoog was born here and he'll die here, like most Mahakam dwarves. Whereas I'm a frequent visitor in your human lands. Been an emissary to royal courts, trade guilds, mummers, troops, and I've eyes. I can see all the rubbish goes on between yous. Nilfgaard's insatiable. The Blackclads will not stop till they've put the whole continent neath their boot. From Ophir in the south to the Dragon Mountains in the north. Gods forbid they grip all the Nordlings' realms in their vice. 'Cause then we'll have their hordes all round, controlling all the trade routes, supply lines, diversions even. And then they'll control terms and prices. Ooh. We dwarves have never been on a lead, let alone a short one. So, in short, we'll all be better off with the Blackclads back across the Yaruga. And I've seen your grace. Seen you in battle. You've brawn and bite, and with the right support, you can drive them back. I ken that well.
Very well, I'm all ears. What must we do to spur Bruverhoog to aid us?
I might start with the thorn in our side that are beasts. A bigger thorn than most expect. See, in our never-ending search for gold, we dug deep. Too deep. And reached abysses where monsters are born, or however they come to be. Soon as it turns a bit warmer, they crawl out to feed. And there's more every year. What you saw there, the spring cleaning, that's just light yearly upkeep. It dinna go at the source of the blight. Every spring we cull enough so we can live and trade and mine normal-like. But there are corridors in the upper valleys midst the peaks, where more lie waiting to pounce. So many, there's settlements that have done been abandoned.
Hi, Simon. No, it's not. I've been playing for 28 minutes, not 3 minutes.
I still fail to see how this relates to myself and Bruver.
Your Majesty, slay the beasts down to their last, and you'll win the hearts of the clans. All of them. And with the clans behind you, why? The Elder will have no choice. He'll bend an ear, treat you serious. You got two sites through which beasts swarm in great numbers. There's Davor's Abyss, and an abandoned underground settlement called Burr's Rump. Destroy those, collapse the corridors, problem solved.
You colour the solution as simple and known. Why has Bruverhoog not gone at the matter?
Ha! You must learn one thing about us dwarves of Mahakam. Customs, traditions, why, we're obsessed. Goes thrice for Bruver. The Elder deliberates weeks on end. And that's in considering if we shouldn't wear suspenders, because they might be through outside, and should thus be forbidden. We've a set of laws, the Four Dwarves Codex. One of its tenets says, dare ye not close a corridor once oped. So, no self-respecting dwarf can, nor will do it. But you're free out with. The laws dinna apply. You've a free hand in sealing the corridors from which the beasts come. Collapse them, flood them, I dinna ken, but solve the grief once and for all.
And this, 'twould suffice.
I believe it would. But find you other ways to win the heart of a clan or brewer itself. Do so. Can he bring no harm?
All this sounds rather toilsome, yet I do favour this to losing another moon seeking out a court where we would at first be welcomed, only later to hear another rebuke. You've my gratitude, Gabor. You've shown me a way. Very well. Let us think on these beasts. See what's to be done.
Suddenly, lots of money. Oh, you're what? No! No! Dear guest, to make your stay in Mahakam a merry one that doesn't end with you rolling down a cliff in a barrel, do us all a favor and stick to these rules written by me, Elder-in-Chief Bruverhoog. Don't go sticking your nose in others' affairs. You fondle it, you buy it. Don't question our laws. Get out as quick as you can. Don't bother me. All my money. All my money. Oh wait, I could also spend all my money. Okay. Yeah, I know, rip dialogue. This isn't on the map. Oh, all of this is terrain. Okay, there's a fight up there.
Quiet, wench. You'll scare the fish off.
Off with his head. My queen. These are bodies of dwarven miners trapped beneath the ice, likely solid by the river. It's too late for them now, but their equipment is recoverable. Though bear in mind, should any fall in, they'd freeze to death in the blink of an eye. Oh! It's a risk I'm willing to take. Have our men recover the gear. Yeah, sorry guys. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Fight was over here, right? Yep, another Shaelmar. I would love just a standard battle. Hey! The Shaelmar's lair. Elder Hoog once instructed his secretary, Gromik, to prepare a list of all the caves, caverns, and grottos in Mahakam. No one ever learned why such information had become a priority for the Elder-in-Chief. Perhaps Bruver needed the record for a highly secret task, or perhaps he was simply fallen into a sour mood and wished to bring the secretary down with him. In any case, the census of Mahakam's underground caverns was never completed, for Gromik had disappeared without a trace. No one ever discovered his true fate, yet the bones that continue to pile up and gather dust at the threshold of Mahakam's darkest caves serve well to enough to spark one's imagination. Ask and you shall receive, yeah, definitely. Every 2 turns at turn start, give a random unit 4 armor. On round end, units with armor gain resilience? Wow! That's brutal. Get out of my hand. Thank you. It's a lot of archers. It's better. Oh, that's awful. Alright.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
carnivores.
Ah. What's a swine? That's a nickname for a pig.
Catch!
Fuck right off. Oh, I was gonna pass too. I'm gonna ditch. Where's my redraw? What? Where's my redraw? Okay, sure. I don't really like this snow wolf, so. Oh, is that all? Oh, is that all? Shit, dude. Half a mind to pass.
Tell me you jest.
Your life is mine now.
Nice. To do that, I have to play a card. I want to stay in this round. This person's gonna die on my next round. Biting Frost. Forgive my pun. It really bites.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
What's the egg do? Death Wish Harpy. I have to. We don't like that rule.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Now when he buffs the armor, it'll be on a crap guy. I think I'm gonna pass. Now that I got the dog up to 15, because he's permanent. He's got resilience, so he's gonna stick around. I've buffed him up to 15. I'm still beating him by a lot. I wonder if I should just stay in and try to win this. This Biting Frost is really, really debilitating. Problem is if I just give him free reign, and every 2 turns he's going to get a guy who's going to keep next rank. That's not good. Gotta kill this guy though. Or I can just drop their armor whenever I see it. Well, let's stick in it.
One bolt is all I need.
See where it goes. I love the Manicore's trophy. Oh, I can kill the Snow Wolf now. We'll do that. Wait, what does he do? Every turn on turn start, increase counter by 1 and random damage a random enemy by 2. Death Wish, multiply this unit's counter by 3 and damage unit by that amount. Yeah, let's take him out now. Oh well. I think I can beat him. I don't need to pass the round. Oh no! Knickers! I think I'm still gonna win though. Given that this guy's a 41. I feel pretty good about my chances. Right. Do I need to keep stacking in the same row? Yes, because this thing will hurt everybody. Okay. Does 2 damage, right? So you, and just for fun, you. I'm not going for the armor because I'm going to try to play the round out and just beat him on number. And armor doesn't help him here. Goodbye. Consume the 3 lowest allies. If this unit takes damage, destroy it. Oops. I don't want to kill that wolf. Alright. Oh, he won't take damage until all these guys die. So I guess let's do it. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, yeah, doesn't matter. Alright, you got 2 cards. What do you got? Behold, his eggs. They are in one basket.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Oh, I should have saved my Jade trophy.
The unworthy shall be punished.
What does he do? Damage an enemy by this unit's power. Oh. I forgot, because we're fighting monsters, he actually gets an extra ability. So that happened. Took his entire board down to 5. I called it a good day. People of the hills, we hereby order 5 barrels of cured beef. 40 links of juniper sausage, 5 sides of pork, 10 dozen goose eggs, 20 sacks of rye flour, payment issued in gold. Warning, goods must be tightly packed so as not to attract monsters. Oops. We bear no responsibility for accidents. Elder Vavrinek of Clan Fernek. Yeah, I don't really care. Oh, and I now have substantially more gold than I need to upgrade. I'm gonna go ahead and pick something. This would be all my wood. And it just gives me some shit I don't really care about. I don't use any of those guys. I can do this. Oh, it is highlighted. I don't really care about that. Recruitment cap. Sure. I remember going for something. Oh, I wanted Slingers Plus. Oops. Zeal. Okay, well now I should definitely save up for Stray's Den too. Oh well. Hey, we got tents in the background. It took me forever to notice that, like, this actually changes by the upgrades. You know, not bad. Alright, I need to save my gold. Get those Strays Plus. It's a human. No real useful information. There's a puzzle fight here? Oh. Is that one of my objectives? Let's loot everything before I do the puzzle fights. How is it possible? Madness, pure madness. Everywhere it looks exactly the same. How am I supposed to remember? So many corridors, shafts, and chambers. Have to keep moving. And then what? I don't remember. Treasure, but what kind? Someone had a rough day. Puzzle fight. The depths of Myria. Not Moria, though. Mahakam is not unlike an iceberg. What's visible on the surface is a tiny fraction of the whole. In order to truly grasp the enormity of the Dwarven realm, one must venture beneath the earth, traverse miles-long passages, peer into chasms that seem to stretch into eternity. Before long, foreigners can begin to lose all sense of time and space. The mine shafts appear identical, one after another, as if reflected in a mirror fashioned from mountain crystal. Use your leader's ability. Hint: look into the eye of your foe. What separates you is but only a mirror. Okay. 1 round, special rules, custom deck, puzzle. We know how these go. They involve me restarting 8 or 9 times. What are the win conditions? This card cannot be played. I can use my hero ability 10 times? Choose a stone and swap it with a stone on its left. If there is none, move it to the rightmost place of a row. Oh, I have to do a lot of reading, I think. Alright. Perhaps the stone can be arranged in a specific pattern. Oh, I think I need to arrange it like mine. Question is, do I need to mirror it exactly? Which means, can I change them on the other row? Okay. And I get 10 moves. Alright. Swap it with the stone on its left. If there is none, move it to the right on the other row. Okay. I gotta do this in 10 moves. I'm just gonna start doing it. See what I come up with. Hang on. I need this to be there. Okay, so swap that. And then swap it so it's in the other row. And swap it so it's in the other row. And next I need the Firestone, so swap it. And then swap it. And pop it. Easy. Zoira Runestone. Check it out. The runestones so far have been pretty hit and miss. Yeah, I'm not using any of them. I think I was using this one for a little bit. Alright, Zoira Runestone. Damage all enemies by 3. And what does Gabor do? I can get a trinket back. So I can ditch a trinket. Okay, that's against a monster deck, since that's what we're fighting, I think. That's really powerful, so let's equip it. Equip it real good. And if it sucks, I can remove it. Oh wait, was that the... I had 2 entrances for the same thing? Okay, that's what it looks like. Let's go over there.
The dwarves are demanding a pretty sum, but their steel's worthy of any crown.
Your Majesty, a human traveler, he's offered to sell us a treasure map. It says he sought it out once, but got caught in a blizzard and now fears a return to the mountains. Yet he swears by the gods, we should follow it, we shall uncover our untold riches. Well, every treasure map I've ever found just gives me stuff for multiplayer, but why not? Doesn't seem that hard. Just to be sure. Okay, it's not here. Are those on the map? They are, okay. I'm gonna say it's here. My prediction. Yep, that's my prediction. Did I say here? I don't remember. But I think it's right there. Exploring to do. Wish they gave me another speed upgrade. This reminds me of Dunmorrow from World of Warcraft.
Meave noted a crowd of dwarves. They were several dozen, many holding baskets brimming with dried sausages, soft, puffy pretzels, and jugs of frothy beer.
What is this gathering?
She asked Gabor.
These folk, they're the parents of youngsters who are to return today from their Drekthag.
Gabor proceeded to explain that the Drekthag was a trek upon which the local dwarves would embark when they reached maturity. During this year-long voyage, young folk would taste of life beyond their home. Yet if they failed to return on time, they would be stripped of all rights and privileges accorded to Mahakam's natives.
See, In recent years, young folks' blood's been boiling on account of the strict laws in force here.
Gabor added.
So, we send them out. Let them taste life in the lowlands. Once they've learned for themselves what it's like to live among humans, they come back and ain't likely to complain.
Customarily, only a few dwarves ever decided to remain in the valleys for good. That year, however, was different.
Deadline's the Mora. And 40 Drekthagers still haven't returned.
Their parents now worried if some misfortune had not befallen them. The Mahakam Guard had sent out patrols to the near reaches of the valleys. They returned not having seen anything distressing, while the humans living at the foot of the massif had been largely unwilling to talk. The guard captain, a dwarf with a fiery red beard, removed his helmet, wiped the sweat from his brow, and addressed Meve.
Your Majesty, we need to find our youth. Perhaps you'd be willing to go out and search. Human folk are more like to tell you if they saw anything out of the ordinary of late. Naturally, there'd be something in it for you too.
One could say I myself have lost a son.
Meve gripped the captain's hand firmly.
And I know well the pain that comes. I shall do all in my might to spare you at least that.
Meve set off, the hopeful gazes of the dwarven parents bidding her farewell. The queen sent a scout ahead. Sometime later, she heard his horn. 3 blasts. 2 short, 1 long.
An ambush!
Meve expected to combat beasts or robbers. Yet upon her force descended warriors with squirrel tails attached to their helms. Scoia'tael.
I thought I was done with Scoia'tael. The missing Drekthagers. Meve was prepared for clashing with brigands, monsters, and Nilfgaardians, but Scoia'tael, in the high mountains near the very gates of Mahakam, what did they seek? The queen did not know, yet one conclusion seemed clear. At the very least, they sought her head on the bike. These are the missing Drekthagers. Oh wait, that's literally the title of this encounter. It's a standard battle, okay. See, standard battles, having trinkets is not nearly as debilitating as a puzzle. This is a pretty good hand. The only thing is I'd rather have some more... Nope. Sure. Yeah.
Scoia'tael! Don't let them escape! They used to tire my tongue about that.
Ow! That's a lot of damage.
I smell a leak.
I shall not fail!
It's really powerful. Just 3, no, just 5 and 2.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Give me a time.
Only death here for fun.
Are you kidding me? Damn. Well, since you're dead next turn, I need to use my flail just to get, like... go. I'm gonna pass, so whatever he does. Okay. Seven. No card advantage. Bam. Bam. Do I get redraw this time? Thank you.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Oh, this motherfucker right here.
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
Ah, he killed my healer? What an absolute asshole. What does this motherfucker do? God damn, that's annoying. Let's go ahead and just get Gabber out, I guess.
You sure about that?
And let's get left hook. Weird. I thought it actually spawned a character. Well, now I know.
We ought to help one or the other.
Wanker. Alright, let's get the background fire.
Don't say that!
Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
Arbalist at your command.
None shall tread on us!
Armor won't say.
Might pass next round. See where this goes.
Now we must stick together.
Son of a bitch. Is it resilient? I pass, he wins the round. And he has 2 resilient guys, and I only have 1. He's down to 5 hit points. Well, I have 2, but this is a nothing. So he'll start at 18, and I'll be at 5. Actually, wait, does resilient reset? And restores it to its base power if boost. Oh, only if boosted. So if it's hurt. Oh, so if it's hurt. So if I F these dudes up, I can do. But if I do that, they will no longer be in the fire. Unless I play this. Sure.
someone's got any hooch left.
Ah, this fucking guy. I mean, I do have a 43. This is whenever someone gets damaged, right? Shit, dude. I'm gonna press on.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
You're right, fire. Yeah.
Now we will see who is weak.
Bigger they are, easier they are to touch.
Bit of a waste. Burn, baby, burn.
Have strength, my love.
Oh, I can't artifact pressure my own guy. Damage adjacent units, so he's gonna hit both of them. If any were destroyed. Okay. I'm in it.
God's blast it. My breastplate chafes.
Scoia'tael! Attack! Yeah.
Got a good deck.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
And now he's gonna, yeah. And then, I go ahead and play this. First, let's do this. I mean, being in the fire is gonna help because he's done, but hey, it's the principle of the matter.
They're so young. No wonder they were easily manipulated.
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the Queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful dwarves.
Mystery solved,
muttered Meve. In fact, these were the missing Drechthaggers. Instead of returning home, they had enlisted with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights. But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretogor, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight.
Meve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the Queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders. The dwarven parents thus got their offspring returned to them, albeit wounded and in chains. Bruva Hoog, who had limitless disdain for the Scoia'tael, demanded the dwarven youth be severely punished for succumbing to the rebels' seductive ideals. In the end, the Drekthaggers were sentenced to 50 years hard labor in the quarries. The Elder-in-Chief believed a half-century of swinging a pickaxe would sufficiently cool the hot heads of these would-be guerrilla fighters.
They came back alive. That's the key part.
The red-headed captain said,
Ooh, that's
handing
money.
Niamh a pouch as a reward.
And perchance, by the time they're freed, the war twixt the races will be over, eh?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Niamh shrugged in response. Perhaps she had no opinion in the matter, or perhaps she simply did not wish to state it aloud.
Might be in jail, but at least they're back. That's most important.
I guess they're going with the Tolkien, where the dwarven females have beards. Translation from Elder Speech. Neutrality means neglecting our bonds, ignoring our duties. While we sit here fiddling our thumbs, our lowland brethren are dying in pogrom after pogrom. Dwarves of Mahakam, seize arms and join the Scoia'tael. Down with Dwan. Hey, morale. Every time I get one of these, though, immediately I get an event where I can raise my morale, and that's likely good. We're likely to see a repeat here. I wanted to check my map anyway. Dope. Sure.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Breckenriggs.
Could you introduce me?
Niamh asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruver on my behalf.
The clan head, Ivar, invited Niamh to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Niamh quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Niamh prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room. Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf. Female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Ivar's daughter, Eudora Breckenriggs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Niamh's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
Mm-hmm. What?
I want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetekin Zoltan. Says the codex forbids marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Da, he'll have to change his mind.
Niamh felt sympathy for Eudora and wanted to help her, especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruver Hoog would not soon forget.
Okay, so this is the war prior to the one in Witcher 3, because Zoltan, I believe, was already engaged to Eudora, and then fell through in Witcher 2. So this takes place before the Witcher games, during the novels, or even before the novels. Yeah, accept.
The pot's worth the play, I believe. Fine. I accept your offer.
They then shook hands, sealing the deal. Niamh had to bite her tongue to stop from crying out, for the young she-dwarf had the grip of a brawny blacksmith. Niamh returned to her company, and, massaging her sore hand, presented Eudora's offer. Gascon volunteered for the task at once.
Thievery's my forte. The dwarves won't notice a single mothball out of place.
Gascon snuck into the archive under the cover of darkness. Just as he was tucking Eudora's desired document into his cloak, he heard dwarven boots clanking down the stairs.
Damn it!
Gascon swore.
I can't let them catch me.
Mahakam Mahakam. That's it. Archives. At the campfire, Gascon had proclaimed himself a true master of stealth. He claimed he could cross the Nilfgaardian market in full light, wearing naught but a jester's cap with bells, and not a soul would notice. Well, the time had come for the Duke of Dogs to show his bark and some bite. To escape, move Gascon light-footed to the bottom right corner of the battlefield. Move Gascon using your leader. It's a puzzle. Okay. Need to get him. Okay. Every turn on turn start, gain 3 charges. Move self to an adjacent vertical or horizontal position. Okay. When Gascon moves, move this unit 1 position to the right. If it reaches the edge of the battlefield, turn it around. When Gascon moves, move this position 1 to the right. To the left, to the left. Wait for Mahakam Guard to take a step. Okay. Distraction. Choose a Mahakam Guard and force them to turn around. How does he get caught? I guess if it lands on me. Yeah, it has to be if he lands on me because he saw me. He had line of sight, that is. Okay. I think I have a plan here. Wait, what the hell? Every turn on turn start, gain 3 charges. Where's my fucking charges? What the f— oh, I haven't ended the turn yet. Okay. Wait, what was it? I saw it somewhere. Like, I will get caught if I'm within 3 positions away from a Mahakam Guard. Okay, so I need to force you to turn around.
Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
within 3? Would that be like... I'm gonna play it safe and just not move. Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Yeesh. I don't think I know what I'm doing here. It doesn't matter on his facing, it's just 3 positions away from a Mahakam guard. Am I fucked? Let's find out.
Stop! Who's there?
Okay. So I was somewhere. I think what I need to do is I need to keep these 2 guys close together. And this is the guy I want to turn around. I can come in here. Or do I just want to go whoop, 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 like that? Fuck. This is hard. I'm gonna just try some stuff.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
Ha! Huh! Ah!
I'm just gonna test something, and then I'm gonna probably restart. Okay. Can I win, or do I need to restart? Facing matters and getting caught. That's really important. I actually have this.
Piece of cake.
Oh shit.
Stop!
What?
Who's there?
Ah, fuck. Alright. Maybe I need to wait around before I get this guy to turn. I was just one thing off. Now we get him to turn around.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
This might take a while.
Piece of cake.
Ah! Hm. Ha!
I'm gonna get caught. I have one move left, so I'm gonna move here. This guy's gonna move here. Then they get one move after round end. He's gonna turn around and spot me. Unless I go here.
Just a bit more.
No, I just caught myself. Idiot.
Stop! Who's there?
Shit, man. I mean, I'm understanding the mechanics. I just don't see the pattern. I don't see the path. Because I only get 6 rounds, so I get 6 times 3 is 18 moves. If I had an infinite number of these two cards, that might make it a lot easier. Okay, I got another plan. Alright, wait, he'll move there. Then if I spin him around... I think I need to spin him around now. Can you turn the bottom guard around? Yeah, I can. I don't know how that'll help me. Problem is, by the time I get down this row, he'll be on his way back around, and then I'll get pinched. Thinking what I need to do is turn him around, start going this way, and then just dive down. I'm gonna try that.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Piece of cake.
I wish they moved when I played a card. Then turning them around, I guess, would be really dumb. Turn your guard around. Then down, rush. I can't move down. See, if I turn him around, I still have to make a move before this guy moves. Yeah, no movement when playing a card. So... I'm kind of fucked. Wait the whole round? Yeah, that might work. So, like, I double up on my moves. Yeah, so I have 6 moves now, okay. I might have done it, actually. I think I just won. Nice.
Stop!
Oh!
Who's there?
Does anyone remember what I fucking did to get there? No, I had it. I had a card to play. I just had to turn him around. Shit. Don't remember what I did to, get there. I think I did this. And then I did this.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub.
And I did
that was close.
Nope, I definitely fucked up already, because these guys were not supposed to be in the same row. Man, how did I get there? I was doing really well. Yeah, I want to forfeit. Fuck. Great. I had it, I just had to turn him around. I thought getting there, like, triggered the victory. But apparently getting caught triggers first. Okay. I feel like I turned him around first. That was like the first move I made, was to turn him around. Does anyone fucking remember? Please, chat.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
Why am I turning this guy around? Am I just being mega stupid? This isn't what I did. Because I was on this row. Okay. I remember being on the second row. So I think what I did was I turned him down immediately. And then...
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
God damn it, I had it. I'm so pissed. This doesn't seem right at all. Yeah, this doesn't feel right at all. Fuck, I don't remember what I fucking did. I think you went to the third down lane, then back up. Yeah. Not sure how. Well, me both. Then I think I spun him around.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub.
He was here when I was at this point.
Piece of cake.
No, I did this misdirection on him, and then I just ended the turn.
Just a bit
All right.
more.
You think I did it even better? And then I need to do misdirection on him. Go away. And boom. Alright. That was longer than it needed to be. I apologize. Easy as pie, he says.
Luckily, Gascon managed to do the deed quietly, so the dwarves never found out who had broken in. As agreed, Neve handed Eudora the stolen document.
Ha!
The dwarf shouted, raising the parchment in a triumphant gesture.
Da can't do nothing to stop her making vows now. I've got to write Zoltan right quick. Thanks. Thanks a million times over.
I guess Zoltan's not going to be in this game then. Balmir's Horn.
And Eudora did her part too. Soon after, the Queen learned there'd been a gathering of the clans, and Ivor had indeed spoken on her behalf. She could only hope the elder Breckenriggs had swayed Bruva Hoog as well.
I doubt it, but that's one noble at a time.
Eudora Breckenriggs Shive. Oh, I truly like the sound of that.
Doesn't work out. No, I'm saving up for the 8K. I could use more wood. Like, everything costs a lot of wood, and I seem to be getting a lot of gold in this place. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some wood. Yeah. Oh wait, hey. There you go. Roots. Oh, yep, I was right. This is where the loot was. Cool. Oh, for Gwent multiplayer. I was like, a new card? Was a lie. Oh, that's it, huh? Okay. Come to here just in case. Yeah, I know I could build.
You can count on us, Queenie. Ivor will be a wall at your back, stout and strong.
Cool shit.
Ah, you thundering dope! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some loaded with gold, jewels, and other valuables, others groaning under barrels of pickled meat. Each dwarf had his own theory about how the accident had come about, and thundered it out to all and sundry, peppered with choice invectives.
An odd caravan.
Meave said.
They don't look like merchants.
Nah, they ain't.
Gabor answered.
Dwarves of the Ferens clan, carrying gifts for the
Ferens.
great. Remember Keltulus? When he took roost here, Ferences fought him for near a century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting and they realised he weren't going nowheres, so they cut a deal. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs.
Well, well. And these offerings they send often?
Every week. Excuse me, got to separate
Every
them lads,
week?
or they tear out each other's beards. Hey there! Cool your idiot heads!
Every week?
Gabor managed to douse his brethren's fiery tempers, but the wagon still lay across the road, blocking all traffic.
Queen,
said Xavier.
There's an easy repair. I've the tools, the parts. Need but your permission.
Of course. Go see what can be done.
Xavier did indeed make quick work of the problem. Within moments, the wagon was rolling smoothly down the road, good as new.
Well, shaft me, your highness,
said one of the dwarves.
Your engineer's got a pate like stewed meat, but he kens his trade, that's for certain.
I'll convey your words to him. Or at least part of them.
Me and the lads will be on our way now, but first, take this. Bit of gold by way of thanks.
Take the gold.
Thank you.
Meave said, accepting the surprisingly heavy pouch.
In wartime, every copper counts.
The dwarf bowed in parting, shook the snow off his beard, then rejoined his caravan. Within a few moments, the wagons had disappeared around the bend.
Hope they don't. I hope that doesn't mean they don't have enough to pay the dragon. It was weird that it gave me a choice. High morale. That's the shit I'm about. The lady, this forge belongs to the famous armorer by the name of Nico Skaggs. Truly, never in my life have I seen finer studded leather and mail. He's willing to sell, but not for coin, for he is buried up to his neck in it. Instead, he asks for labor. New hands he could train, work at his forge. Well, the ends justify the means. Select a handful of volunteers. Select a handful of volunteers? That's not how volunteers works. That's a lot of dough. Oh, that looks exciting.
A pillar of smoke rose above the mountains, and a sooty aroma filled the air.
Fire!
Gabor said, then took a deep sniff.
Perhaps a bolt struck some barren trees?
No.
Meve said curtly.
I know that scent too well. All Edirne reeked of it. It's the smell of burning homes.
The Lyrians quickened their gait. Soon they saw a town fully aflame, and a roaring, furious dragon above it.
That's your Keltalis?
Gascon asked, shielding his eyes from the sharp glare emanating from the city.
You were right. Perfectly harmless.
Dinna ken what's got his knickers in a bunch,
the dwarf said, grabbing his axe from his belt.
Queen, we got to make haste to the rescue.
Smother your fears, Sir Dwarf,
Ake proclaimed.
Ake!
Without waiting for Mee's reply, he dropped his lance and galloped headlong towards
I
the
love
burning
Ake.
city.
Follow me! Slay the Viper!
Alright, Ek, you got it. Later, bro.
Reynard!
Meave called out.
Have our men wet their cloaks for a modicum of fire protection. We move as soon as they're done. If we don't make haste, Ake will be reduced to smouldering plate.
Your Grace, they are but common soldiers. To fight a dragon.
I know, but we must help them, or at least try.
While Reynard went to pass on the order, Meave turned to Gabor.
This dragon, has it any weakness?
Fear not,
said the somber dwarf.
Except a fondness for raw meat.
Meave nodded and swallowed dryly. Despite the cold, she felt sweat pour down her scalp. Stifling her fear, Meave gave the order to attack, and her soldiers rode into the flaming city. From up close, Keltalis looked even more terrifying. Though enormous, he moved with shocking agility, like a lizard scurrying over sand. With one swing of his paw, he snapped the necks of 3 dwarves, then bisected a fourth with a powerful bite. After that, he turned his attention to the Lyrians.
More of you!
He said, twisting his bloody maw into a horrifying smile.
Good!
And the sound design on that voice is fucking cool. Fury of Keltalis. Before Meave arrived in Mahakam, she had only ever imagined dragons. Fan name fantasized about them based on worn engravings and troubadours' tales. Now she would not only see one in the flesh, but she would attempt to slay it. The very thought paralyzed her with fear. How to wound a beast with scales harder than steel, or defend against fire fiercer than the hottest furnace. Eliminate Keltalis. Special rules shorten battle. Let's do it. 60? Oh boy. Okay, hide cards. Every turn on turn start, spawn fire on opponent's side. After 3 turns on turn start, move to the opponent's side and damage all units there by 1. Hey, Ek.
Behind me! Stay together!
This is gonna be rough.
Catch!
Good thing I have high morale.
You up and kill the dragon? It has to be possible.
Give me
No, no.
Tell
Bam.
me you jest.
Alright. All good. I was hoping it could appear on this rail.
To your command.
Every turn, on turn start, force 2 adjacent units to duel this unit. After 3 turns, move to the enemy's melee row. Okay. Okay.
Thing about slings.
No, you're not the guy I want. That's the one I want.
I smell a leak.
Your Grace, we're taking losses.
I think I win. I think I win.
Prepare to fight if you've any honor.
Ek, my boy, Ek.
That day, many Lyrians perished, either to the dragon's all-consuming fire or to its flesh-rending claws.
I didn't lose that many guys.
Sacrifice
Revisionist
was not in
history.
vain. Together with the dwarves, they were able to grievously wound Keltulis, forcing him to flee. The howls of the wounded monster rang throughout the valley.
That's right, howl, you scurvy snake. Shouldn't they ever attacked us, eh? Damn fuel lizard.
Meave, that's Vavranik, elder of the town and all the Ferences.
My regards and condolences.
Eh, tain't so bad. If nae for ye, wouldn't there be a stone left unrubbled? To be honest, when I caught wind some human queen come to Mahakam looking for aid, I said a crocus would sprout twixt my cheeks afore I'd vote aye on that. Gonna be a fear to look in my breeches after, but changed my mind. After what I saw today, what ye did for us, you've the support and undying gratitude of all Ferences.
Thank you. Faced with a Nilfgaardian peril, that means a great deal.
Forgive me for interrupting this tear-tugging scene of interracial reconciliation, but I can't hold back no longer. Vavranik! Double shice! What happened? Why'd Keltulis attack?
I ken as much as ye, meaning squat diddly. Just flew up, started spewing flames, half the town lit up in a flash.
Sheepshank! 300 years I've been a good neighbour.
What's done's done. Gotta think about the future. The Drake's just taking a breather. Gotta finish him off before he's regained form.
Meaning we haven't much time. He heals like an alchemist's pup. And the nearest guards are miles away. He'll be up flying again before they get here.
Aye, that's what I thought. Perhaps, your grace, you'd,
What? Jest you must.
I ken you're tired through the fight, dinna want to risk casualties, etc. But remember, the beast sleeping on a bed of gold and rubies. All belonging by right to Bruther, of course. But if quibbling some wandered off, he'd nae notice.
I admit that does alter my calculations. Besides, the dragon was badly wounded.
Putting it featherly, blood poured out of him like a leaky bladder. Just needs a coup de grace.
Fine. I'll do the deed.
Ken you'd see the light.
Oi, Vavranik. This lady's gonna make your rump a regular crocus garden.
Aye, Queen's doing us a great service. One that'll profit us both.
So, where is Keltulis' lair?
North of here. It's a vast cavern. Ye cannae miss it.
Meve bid farewell to Vavrenek and set out on her way. Did her way lead to the dragon's lair, you ask?
Yes.
Let's not spoil the surprise.
Any route? Front row.
That stings. Got a blow on it a little.
Ah, there it is. Cool. Lettuce tomato our way over there. Kick his ass. And we'll have high morale to do it.
Keltalis' lair was indeed impossible to miss, as would stand to reason, for any space capable of containing a dragon must be enormous. The lair's maw, a black triangle cut out of a vast plain of snow, loomed from afar. Confirming the dragon's presence was the powerful odor emanating from it, one of sulfur and blood.
Well then,
Gascon said.
Ready to become a legendary dragon slayer?
Oh yeah.
My father oft said, never should you count pelts till the hunt is through.
Meve said, dismounting her horse.
It's all the more true when you hunt dragons. He's wounded, yes, but one puff of flame, and we shall be not legends, but corpses. Leave all thoughts of foolhardy bravery behind.
The Lyrians crept
Meanwhile,
across the dragon's threshold. They walked single file, shields raised, watched by bats hanging from the ceiling. Keltalis lay curled up on a bed of diamonds and gold coins turned red from his blood. Seeing how he strained merely to lift his massive head, Meve knew the dragon no longer posed any threat.
Come to finish what your poison began?
The monster croaked hoarsely.
Fine. Do it then.
Keltalis turned over, exposing his vulnerable underbelly, and waited calmly for the fatal blow.
Wait.
Meve said, dropping her sword.
What poison?
Keltalis laughed while squeezing his bleeding side in pain.
So they didn't tell you? Lousy munchkins.
Hey! Watch your tongue!
Gabor yelled.
Sides! I didn't ken anything about it.
Keltalis looked the Lyrians over mistrustfully with his snake-like eyes, then began to tell his tale. The caravan Meve had met on the road was different to the others. This time, Keltalis's meat had been pickled in a special brine, one spiked with poison. As the dragon lay curled up in pain, Ferenc dwarves entered his lair and smashed his head.
So if I understand correctly...
Meve interrupted.
You're female?
Correct. Same as you.
As if on command, all Lyrian eyes turned to Gabor.
Can you look at me? We didn't peek under his, its tail.
If I may.
Reynard interjected.
These revelations about Keltalis' sex are undeniably fascinating. But I'm more curious why the Ferences stooped to such a dishonorable deed.
That's easy enough to guess.
Meve said.
They were afraid the dragon would soon demand more tribute to feed its young. So they decided to strike preemptively.
A wise and noble deed.
Ache cried.
Evil must always be nipped in the bud.
To the Ferences' misfortune, they delivered too small a dose of poison. Infuriated at the sight of the broken eggs, the dragon gathered its strength and flew to the nearest town. Meve saw for herself what happened then. And now it was up to her to decide how this story would end. The dragon had killed dozens, perhaps even hundreds, but had been provoked first by the dwarves' heartless cruelty. Did it thus deserve death or mercy?
Depends. If I spare it, do I get it as a card? These are the answers I need, game. Any input, chat? I'm leaning towards letting it live. Letting her live. Mostly because I want it as a card. Almost exclusively because I want a dragon card. CD Projekt Red. I'll let it live.
When judging my subjects, I would sometimes not know who bore the greater guilt,
said Meve.
but as ruler, I had to reach a verdict, often a harsh one.
The Queen returned her sword to its sheath.
This is not my land.
Meve said.
Nor are these my subjects. I don't have to choose the lesser evil.
Meve!
Gabor hissed.
Bruver will be furious.
Let him. And you, dragon, swear me this. When you heal, you shall leave Mahakam and never return.
You've my word. And my gratitude.
Meve was about to leave the cavern when the dragon blocked her way with its tail, then gathered a smattering of valuables at the Queen's feet. Each would be the prize of the Lyrian crown jewels. News that Meve had spared the dragon, which had killed dozens of dwarves, did indeed enrage the inhabitants of Mahakam, the Ferences in particular. But when the clans considered driving the Lyrians from the pass, Elder Vavrenek opposed it. No matter what happened after, he had sworn Meve his undying gratitude.
I didn't get it as a card.
It is not right.
No, I'm gonna lose Ek.
Calm down, Sir Ake. What's the problem?
Ek.
The deed you've committed, most foul. As the good book says, whosoever standeth idle in the face of evil proveth guilty of
fucked
the
up.
same. Know that I never stand idle. Yet I cannot stop you from doing so. Thus I must leave. I refuse to play any part in the wickedness you perpetrate.
Sir Ake.
Farewell, Queen. And may the gods have pity on your soul.
Don't save. Wait. That's one of my most powerful cards. Stray Slinger. Oh. Alright, so not only did I get the Stray Slinger Plus, which now has Zeal. What does Zeal do? Oh. Oh! Oh, it's now an order. It's not when it's not a deploy. Interesting. I don't know how much I care about that. What I do care about is not Strays Cavalry. Where the Strays of Spala. Deploy, damage unit by 5. If it's on a row with fire, damage all units. I thought that cost 8,000. Oh, that's right. He gave me like all the money. Okay. I think I should get rid of my field medics, to be completely honest. I am going to craft. I'm only going to craft 2. I'm going to get rid of the field medics. I don't really like. I hate that they're random. If they get a plus version that lets me choose who I revive, then they'll be worth it. But the fact that it's a random ally kind of bums me out. You know what? I might want more bombers now that I have the strays. I want to keep my deck pretty tight. Oh, and since it's in order now? Oh, Slinger. Okay, not this bomber. Let's keep it for now, and if I don't like my statistics, I'll change it. I lost Eek. Ek. The guy's name I can't pronounce. I lost him. They killed the dragon. This game's auto-saving is brutal. Doesn't let you save scum.
Meve squinted, the better to see the scene. Several dozen dwarves had gathered on the cliff overlooking the chasm. All were turned towards a ramp, at the peak of which stood a barrel.
What is that gathering about?
Asked the queen.
Have we a feast day?
Nay,
answered Gabor grimly.
'Tis an execution.
Death by barrel roll.
A hairy head peeked out of the barrel. The long, pointy nose and ears left no doubt that it belonged to a gnome. The first Meve had ever seen in her life.
Help! Save me!
The gnome yelled.
They aim to kill me! Cast me in the chasm!
Shut your maw!
Barked the dwarf standing next to him, who then shoved the gnome inside the barrel and covered it with a lid.
Your crimes! The sheer weight of it, hey? No lighter punishment is fitting.
The other gathered dwarves nodded approvingly. 2 gripped the barrel, lay it on its side, then lifted it to cast in the chasm, paying the thumping from inside it no heed. The queen mounted up and squeezed her mare with her knees to urge her forward. Soon after, she heard a loud, wailing cry, the sound of wood splintering, 100 dwarves cheer, and then quiet.
Dare say it was the bonniest flight I've ever seen. A perfect parabola.
Oh, I missed some root. Ruh-roh. Ideas. Can't pronounce that. A lens that makes objects appear more distant. Spud scope, a subterranean periscope used in potato cultivation. Dubelgoff, a 2-sided fork. Hipponyxolia, snowshoes for horses, can also be used as rackets. Clucklux, booties for chickens. Lummiyam, a lamp derived from fluorescent tubers. He wants to really market his shit. He needs to really, you know, work on the names.
Every year more monsters crawl out for spring cleaning. Remember, if you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee.
The blizzard's blowing in. Your Grace, perhaps we'd best pitch camp and wait for clear weather.
Tain't a bad idea. Said we might be waiting a week.
Then we march on. We've no time to waste. While we ride to and fro begging aid, Nilfgaard grows in power. We must obtain reinforcements as quickly as possible and liberate our home.
Standard battle. Death from above. The dwarves of Mahakam often keep their eyes trained skyward for two reasons. First, to watch for avalanches. Second, to ensure no hungry forktails or slizzards are swooping down for a quick bite. After this, I'm going to go see what the holdup on getting bedtime started kiddos is going to be. Permanent resilience. On round start, spawn a harpy egg on either side of this unit. After four turns on turn start, consume the Lotus units on the battlefield. It's a standard battle. Okay, so I want to kill him. Hey look, all my kill shit cards. Is this a boss? Can't tell. Let's see if this just works. Alright, that was easy. Every turn on turn start increase counter by 1. Oh, right, okay, that's all about it.
I'm a monster.
There's a baby on my webcam. I'm gonna pass next round if he doesn't. Oh shit, there's a max hand size? You must be joking. Alright, later Yiso. Hope you come back. Did I close the tunnel? No, I'm not there yet. I fucked up though.
You mad? Don't say that! thing about slings, they are well.
Wait, you passed? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I had to leave for a bit. Sorry. Welcome back. And I burned another card. Okay.
Hey?
I like that this is now in order. Well.
When will you ever learn?
Haha. Wait. Is he passed? What's happening here? Doesn't say passed. How come he got away with playing nothing? America, explain. Only got +1 on knickers. Failed me. Way to the moon! How's it going? Strays bomber.
This could hurt.
Maybe wondering, Bacon, why'd you do that? There's a baby. Rude.
Oh, could murder a pint.
Trying to catch up on reading all day and I can't do it. Can't read? The big history book. But history's fun. Well, I hope your day gets better.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Now there's a toddler. Well, that's annoying. Oh, well, I could do... No, that would hurt me more than it hurt it. Alright, well, I'll just...
Looking to dance, mate?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, you'll find no better music than Witcher game music.
What you looking
I want that talk now. I want to do that.
Okay. Let me loot through this garage. Get that reference. I love you. Victory! Okay, before we do this, I'm gonna put the kid to bed. And the music of Jaken's voice. Well, maybe not. So I'm gonna go ahead and go make the bed. I'm gonna go put the kid to bed. And then we'll go see what's in there. But I'm gonna park myself next to this shrine. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do it since I'm right here. Make sure I have high morale, just in case. So, I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I will be back. It should take no more than 15 minutes. So stick around. We got more. And, yeah. Alright, I'm back. Let me just catch up on chat here. Yeah, I chose the rainy background because I love the rain. And, falling asleep to the rain? I don't know. I mean, I do it often, but I just love the rain. Alright, let's continue. Let's see if I can avoid any more colossal F-ups. That'd be great. I scared you? Well, you're not the first and you won't be the last. You don't like the rain? Well. Your Majesty, a she-dwarf hides in this mine. According to Gabor, her name is Stanka Morin, a renegade and a thief sought by every clan. We could dispatch a few guards, but if we let her go, she's promised to show us buried treasure. I don't care about buried treasure because every single time it's just been for multiplayer. And I'd rather keep my morale, which is annoying because I use the shrine. Which means I wasted the shrine, but that's okay. I don't really care for treasure maps. Sorry, developers. I just don't like being competitive with card games that I have to pay money for. Watch, it's gonna be the one treasure chest that has stuff for this game.
Meve rode on in silence, endeavoring to work out the length of her exile thus far. A scout's call tore her from her reverie.
Your Grace! You must see this!
With a grave mien, the soldier indicated a track in the snow. The hobnail boot print was all too familiar. Meve had seen it before, upon Lyria's sandy tracks, and midst the ashes to which Edirn had been turned.
Nilfgaardian footmen.
Seethed Meve.
Marched through of late.
Interrupted Gascon.
A day, perhaps 2 days past.
The scouts had learned a Nilfgaardian caravan with an armed escort had recently arrived in Mahakam. The invaders had brought with them chests brimming with gold and jewels, then exchanged these for the finest Mahakaman-forged swords and spears. A scout gave me one of the coins the Blackclads had used for payment. Upon the coin's back, the Lyrian eagle.
They pay with gold from my vault.
The Queen said through gritted teeth.
For arms that will cut down my fighting men and subjects.
We might yet pursue and hunt them down,
said Reynard, a spark in his eye.
And make certain Ed Dahi never lays hands on those weapons.
You might, I can.
Piped up Gabor, who had been listening to their exchange.
But you might also recall, we Mahakamans are neutrals who assure all guests within our borders safety. True, formally speaking, the Nilfgaardians have passed outside them, but attack him a stone's throw from our gates, and you'll see Brewer's rage come out his ears as steam, and out his arse as fire.
See, if I killed the dragon, I would make two good stuff for the dwarves against one bad. But this would make two bad things against dwarves. I gotta be the diplomat. I gotta be the diplomat because last time I wasn't the diplomat, it bit me in the ass. I'm gonna have to...
outcome has been swayed by a few wagons of arms, no matter their quality,
said the Queen, vaulting into her saddle.
Yet if we turn Brewer against us, I dare say we shall never wrest our land from black-clad hands.
The Queen's men regretted her reluctance to attack, but none tried to dissuade her. They knew her too well.
I'm probably gonna lose morale. No? Alright. Simon, are you still in chat? If so, say something, please. I gotta be diplomatic. Hey, how do I make someone a VIP? Remember, lads and lassies, wash your beard with herbal rinse before and after every shift. If you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him. If a hare, dove, or thrush crosses your path, stop where you are, and never ever whistle in the mine. Hoo hoo ha. Alright. Okay. Am I missing something? Yes. Had a feeling. Thank you, Simon. Is it case sensitive, perchance? Spectres of the past. While the human kingdoms were mere hundreds of years old, the chronicles of Mahakam stretched back millennia. Over its long history, the mountainous regions have been home to many great discoveries, heroic deeds, and terrible crimes. The dwarves, however, preferred to keep silent about past conflicts, instead emphasizing brotherhood above all else. Yet, the stain of shed blood on alabaster snow is difficult to truly forgive and forget, and its continued memory attracts beasts to thrive on injustice and suffering. Kill the beast. Kill the beast! Sorry. Alright, puzzle. Let's do. The beast. Every turn on turn start, spawn 4 Barghest with 4 power. If there is a Barghest on the battlefield, gain immune. Okay. No ability. Destroy the lowest unit. Every turn on turn. Killed the beast? ESO, have you been living under a rock?
Don't you worry yourself, McGregor. We'll get it done in no time.
Wait. It says, why don't I get to repeat it? Why didn't I get to repeat it? Oh. Yes, ESO. You were my first viewer ever, so I figured, hey, if I'm gonna make somebody VIP, it's gotta be ESO. Alright, I need to restart this. Hey, no problem. Thank you for, you know, hanging out with me. Okay, so if I play the Onarker, Epidemic kills it. It has restraint, so it can't affect this because this is a boss, right? How do I know when it's a boss? Just for fun.
Greetings. What is it?
Oh, it's immune because of the... because there's Bargus. So even if it's not a boss, I can't target it.
Pissing in the moat? Oh, dead.
Why don't I get to do it? It's frustrating.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
I guess so.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
That was pretty easy. Yeah, sure. Ooh, the masthead's all red now. Finish that, finish that. Long way to go on these guys. It's a lot of wood. Oh, these are awesome. I need a lot of wood for that, though. Holy shit, that's fucking legit. I don't know if you can see it, but my daughter clawed me on the cheek, and it's really burns. It burns.
We shan't pass this way.
Oh, Rainy, whatever would we do without you? Plummet off the cliff like lemmings, no doubt.
I'm glad I went up there just for that. Just buy wood with money, easy. Yeah.
Meve squinted
I wonder if I can
gazed off into the distance.
If I can solicit that guy multiple
It seemed
times.
to her that hundreds of black patches covered the peaks on the horizon. Once she had ridden up closer, she realized these were the windows of homes carved out of solid rock.
Our pride this was,
sighed Gabor.
Burra's Rump. A city carved out of mountain rock. Hundreds of miles of tunnels,
dozens of steelworks, smithies and forges. Now, it's a vast lair to monsters. They ooze from underground, weave their nests, hatch their young, and when hunger hits them in the gut, they prowl down into the pass.
Neve stood at the entrance to the underground city. The monumental gate, cast in bronze, lay on the ground, folded multiple times as a scroll of paper. Out of blackened windows oozed a stench of rotting meat and mold. The Queen bent an ear to hear water dripping, and, in the distance, a metallic scraping. A sound akin to chitinous scales rubbing against rock.
The soldiers await your order, Your Grace,
said Reynard quietly, as if he feared he would wake the beasts asleep in the caverns.
Do you recall my words as we fled Lyria?
Said Neve, turning to Reynard.
You swore you would retake your crown, even if you had to penetrate hell to do so.
Time to follow that oath.
The Queen inhaled deeply and stepped forward, her sword raised and prepared to strike or parry. Moments later, it was swinging, fighting, as the current tenants of Borrow's Rump came out to meet her.
Oh, that's a Shaelmar, and I think those are Kikimoris? Kikimors? Borrow's Rump. Once upon a time, the Fuchs clan mined Borrow's Rump for iron ore. When the Rump's last veiny deposit was extracted, the dwarves, with their hallmark pragmatism, repurposed the spent shafts into living quarters. Little did they know that their innovative housing project would soon shelter an unanticipated class of tenants. Optional, destroy the monster's nest. Optional? More like destroy the monster's nest. Am I right? Let's kill some monsters. I'm so glad Ek left. $75. Damage self by 10 whenever a Slizzard is destroyed. If I recall, Slizzards are the one who get real swole real quick. Boss. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I only get one round. Right? I only get one round? I don't know if I had the right... I don't know if this is a good enough draw. Oh, now I need this guy. Give it back!
This stench is foul.
What'd you miss? We are in an underground city fighting monsters. Oh, get out of town. That is brutal. Battle scar. Yeah, my daughter clawed me. And boost a random ally by its power. Destroy the lowest out. I have a plan.
Ah, damn it! They're hatching! Place is about to swarm with creepers!
No, they're on different... That's okay. Okay, I may have just won the battle.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Okay, do your thing. What? I got gypped. I got gypped. It says, every turn on turn start, destroy the lowest ally. He's still there. That doesn't say he's immune. The game gypped me. That ain't right. That ain't right.
Catch!
Got a death wish?
I wish I could pull you back to my hand. All right. Hopefully you'll soon. I mean, like you can. I don't know how you can see it. It didn't even break skin. It just kind of left a mark, and it burns. What am I doing? I don't really care about killing his dudes. Image enhance, right? Just as long as this guy doesn't get buffed. Since I can't kill it, this guy can't get buffed either, right? 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 Just start doing some damage.
Arbalist at your command. Slizzard. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. It says a random ally. This is some bullshit. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Armor won't say.
Random my behind. What is this? Oh, okay. That didn't really help it. Okay, at least the fire, I got it.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Good, it finally boosted somebody other than the Slither nest. Shit. Alright, I win. Would you stop? Hey, hey. Enough of that.
This way! Follow me!
Destroy the lowest ally. Got gypped.
Though wounded, Neve approached the Sheelmar, which lay writhing on the ground. She then ran her sword through its heart, finishing it. Yet so spent was she that she lacked the strength to pull her blade from between the plates of the chitinous armor.
The beast near took me.
She whispered.
It was very close.
Cool.
The Lyrians reached a vast hall that had once served the clans as their meeting room. The stone benches were covered in sticky slime and insectoid eggs, while bats of varying size hung from the crystal chandeliers. Gascon rummaged through old, weathered bones, surely hoping to find something of value. Gabor, in turn, was at a shut and locked door, grappling with it as if it were a deadly beast. The door finally gave way with a sigh, and the dwarf raised his arms in a triumphant gesture.
It's a storeroom. Should hold miners' tools aplenty,
he said, enthused.
Some barrels of alchemical brews in here, too. Lucky there's no sign of moisture. They haven't soaked through. Alls we've got to do is roll them out into the corridor and set a bit of fire to them. And woof! We'll have sealed the beasts off from the pass once and for all.
Meve treated the dwarves' instructions as hallowed. Soon after, the mountains trembled from a powerful explosion. Rubble came down and blocked the tunnels. They say the plumes of smoke escaping the window openings in the rock could be seen as far as Aldersburg.
Give me that sweet loot. That's a lot of wood. We need more. Damn. Okay, let's check the map. I think it was over here that the vendor was. Oh, that was dumb. I should have found a new fast travel so I didn't have to walk all that way. Yes, Meve, good job. No, this was the abandoned one. Damn it. Alright, well, go ahead and check that report. Singed parchment. Document found at Burrow's Rump. Gates barricade. Those blasted arsewipes from fire outside the window. Monsters everywhere. No way out. If anyone reads this, the Elder in Chief, he's got to be told. Oh. I don't have to go anywhere. Fast travel. Okay. Here? Just keep going until we find it. Granted, I don't know if it's actually repeatable. I think it was this guy right here. Yeah, it's not repeatable. Rip. Well, I gave myself some walking. That's okay. Hey, Queen, our scouts noticed a glimmer in the eye of that bas-relief sculpture. I guess that's how you pronounce it. We could scale it, but our engineers would have to prepare the proper equipment. Though a fall from that height is sure to result in a broken neck. What is your command? Well, I know it's gonna be minus wood and we need wood, but I'll never pass up on the card thing. That looks like a dimeridium bomb if I were to guess. One more and I'll have it. Watch, I loot this. It's got wood, but I'm like 75 short. Nope. Oh, look. Fast travel point. Hey, you.
Dark clouds hovered over the horizon, and a strong gale snapped their banners.
Damn it, a storm's coming. Gabor! Take us to the nearest settlement. We must seek shelter.
Soon, the Lyrians arrived in Stuhlkamp. The town square proved full of folk. Several dozen dwarves, laden with large sacks and satchels, stood about in smaller groups. When a thick snow began to fall, the dwarves cheered. Tears streamed down the cheeks of several, but Meve could not tell if they issued from some fortuitous occurrence, or if the strong wind had wrung moisture from their eyes.
What is it we witness? Why do they rejoice at a snowstorm?
Asked Meve, pulling her hood over her head.
Well, the Blizzard's good cause to postpone their expedition by another day.
Gabor responded.
See, they've been conscripted by drawing lots to be settlers. Found homes in a village in Blackbrook Vale. 7 expeditions have gone that way already, and none survived longer than a year. Valley's cursed. No two ways about it.
Intrigued, Meve proceeded to speak with the settlers' leader. He confirmed Gabor's claim. He had buried many a previous colonist. All had been abnormally thin, pale, prematurely greyed, as if some wraith had drawn the lifeblood out of them. Once the dwarf had finished his tale, he gripped the queen's hand firmly, and promising a generous reward, begged that she and her Lyrians accompany the expedition to Blackbrook Valley.
Tain't far. Mere few leagues north along the main road. We'll make the march much easier to ken we've a whole army, in case of any danger.
I know not how useful our swords can be against curses and spectres,
said Meve.
But leave you bereft and in need I will not. We shall march with you into Blackbrook Vale and see to it that you are safely arrived. Then we will march on.
The dwarf sped off to announce the good tidings to his settler brethren. By the time the blizzard had abated, they were ready to march.
First.
Be bold. Take on challenges, risks even. But before you set out to do anything, buy yourself some proper insurance.
I lost Ek. I'll risk my soul. Ooh, okay. Be 210 wood. It's literally half. No, it's not. I'm an idiot. That's hard, alright? Actually, even if I get to 2,500, I'm not going to do it straight away.
Stay clear of Borrow's Rump. Unless you like shale Mars, that is.
Because I want to have some leftover wood in case I run into an event. Where am I going? Going south. I want to see what... Oh, that's a harpy. I want to see what's over here, though. Your Majesty, the local blacksmith... Zaravik Cramner, is peddling a fragment of a magical rune of some sort or another. If you collect all the remaining pieces, you'll be able to craft a powerful artifact, or so he claims. What's your decision, my lady? Shall we purchase it? Yes. Northern Wind. I thought it was going to be Diamond Bomb. My mistake. Wolfsbane. Draw 2 units and set their power to 1. That's... Oh, is that the doggy? That was the doggy. Guess it doesn't do anything. It makes a sound. That's really nice. Because all of my units do something. Yeah. It's not terrible. Now, where's the bomb? There it is. Northern Wind. Damage all enemies by 4, then damage all enemies by 2. Alright. Oh, damage all damaged enemies. Okay, hang on. Reading is important. Damage all damaged enemies by 4, then damage all enemies by 2. This damages all enemies by 3. I mean, it's still better, right? Because all enemies at least take 2, and then if they're hurt, which my deck exceeds at doing, especially with the Manicore Trophy, That's like a board clear right there. Now about this Wolfsbane. Because all my guys are deploy, except for... Well, these two guys start on the board. All my guys are deploy except for Isbel. As long as I don't draw Isbel... Actually, as long as I don't draw any of my gold cards, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. I'm going to put it in there. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to take out Azul's Thunder, just because... It's good, but I feel like Northern Wind. Like it mostly just sits in my hand most times. The only time it's good is if I'm doing one of the puzzles where I have to nuke a dude, or one of the battles where I gotta nuke a dude. That's the only time it's good. I suppose I should rock it and then just ditch it as a redraw. Yeah, we'll see what happens. If I don't like it, I can always change. Swag. Let's Kung Fu fight this harpy. Stolen Dreams. While passing a nearby cave, Meave's attention turned to the icicles hanging from the cavern's mouth. They seemed to pulsate eerily with soft light. The queen told herself it was a mere reflection in the sun rays, yet had she a Witcher's expertise at her disposal. You would know... I know. This was in Witcher 2. You would know that the ice can be enchanted with stolen dreams, and such circumstance could mean but one thing. A Kalino harpy nest must be close by. That was a really annoying quest in Witcher 2. Whew, was that annoying. Whoa! That fucking thing just ate one of my people. That's not cool. You shouldn't eat people.
Catch!
Whoa, where'd that harpy come from?
Ballista, your command.
Yeah, just right at the start, get eaten. It's rough, man. Alright, these guys are now Order. Alright, well. I really like the Order Zeal is really awesome. That really fucking sucks. Man, that sucks ass. Alright, well. Play another straight slinger.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Okay.
Oh, that was dumb. I should have popped my slingers so that Gascon got more swole. Ah, well.
I smell a leak.
I really hate snow wolves, let me tell you. Cool. Doggy!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Oh, but you know what? If I had used the order, I would have had to play a card because of that. So I actually did the right move. I would have wasted a card. Shugal? Shugal was a miniature pug, but yeah, sure. Only you get that reference. It's not a wolf! Oh, this wolf. No, I'm gonna kill this wolf. That's happening. You're just gonna have to accept. That wolf is among the dead.
I'm a wolf.
Oh yeah, that fucking wolf is so toast. Alright.
What you looking at?
Burn, baby, burn. Barbigazi? It's new to me. Resilience. Human ally. It's no longer a threat. Did my job for me. God, I love the Manicore trophy. Well, that's disappointing. Let's do it!
Told you it was a field wipe. That instant destruction. It's nice, but it's also not nice. Because harpies are actually stronger than eggs, so when I kill it, it gets replaced by something bigger. But it is nice to get it out of the way, that's for sure. Alright, let's put you here. I should probably pop you. Because he only has one. You know what else is nice? This is set to 1, so if I have my healer out, I can heal him back up. Now see here, Ice Troll.
Alright, that's no problem.
I should have popped that, because if the fire got the egg, then I would want to kill the harpy. Nope, dead. Yeah. Oh, that worked out. That worked out in my favor. Beautiful. Alright.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Ooh-hoo-ha! Stoyan, son of Arbin. Rumor has it these plowing Barbagazi have come down from the mountains again. Take a few lads and get rid of those scabby hairballs for good. But if they reach Furk's territory, don't you dare follow them. Ruver Hood. Behold, a chest. Wait a minute, these chests give money? That's the first time I've noticed that. Well, I shouldn't have missed out on all those chests I ignored. Have you got enough wood yet, Jagan? I do, but I want to have left over because if there's an event that I need wood and I don't have it, I don't want to have to miss out on that opportunity. I do that with my gold too, so I want to have at least a little bit more wood, like just a smidge more wood.
Neve had stopped and was removing packed ice from her mare's fetlocks when Gabor Zigrin approached. The dwarf squatted at the Queen's side, glanced about quickly, then started speaking in a barely audible whisper.
Your Majesty, I overheard some folk talking in the smithy. Birdies claim there's treasure, true riches, in the hills near Blackbrook Vale, south of here. Stowed away there. And nobody dares go looking for it on account of beasts that have made their lairs there. But you've got a wee army behind you. I reckon you could try. Might be worth the risk, eh?
The Queen brushed the snow from her knees and, raising a hand against the glaring sunlight, peered towards the mountains. Though tempted, she had doubts. To start, the rocky scree at their feet warned clearly of avalanches.
I shall think on it,
she answered, before vaulting into her saddle.
Was that this? Because I got it. See, they use like northeast, southwest, but I don't know if I should assume it's like, you know, like that. But there's no compass on the map itself.
Blackbrook Vale holds many secrets and many treasures.
Okay, where is Blackbrook Vale? I want to go there.
Okay. If this thing yields wood, I will buy the new thing. Sure it will yield. There we go. Alright. Let's get that armor, boys! And girls. That's the wrong place. Get those pallicides. Yeah, buddy. We got a wall. So now all my cards, if I read this right, gain 1 armor. Freaking dope! I'm trying to make sure I don't miss... Is this Blackbrook Vale? Because it's like, I can't really miss it. You know what I mean? Or is this Blackbrook? I'm worried it's optional, and I don't want to miss it, obviously. I'll come back to you, question mark. I want to see what's up. I think there's a puzzle fight up here. Yep. Attack these dwarves and murder them. Headstrong. Gascon always had something to boast, that there was no other as handsome as he, that there was no other as talented for juggling, and the list goes on. Gascon, huh? Are you sure it's not Gaston? Other soldiers simply rolled their eyes and ignored him. However, once during a stop at a brewery, Gascon proclaimed that he could hold his ale better than any dwarf. This had crossed the line for Gabor Zigrin, who promptly pulled a mug from his saddlebag. Finish your cold ale before Gabor does. This is fun. Use 1 charge to take 1 swig of cold ale. Charge 1. If you took more swigs than you have gawkers during the round, gain 1 gawker. On this turn, each charge used allows 2 swigs of ale instead of 1. Give each competitor 1 charge. Absorb an ally's charges, then after 1 turn on turn start, give them all back with an additional 2 charges. Every turn on turn start, take 3 swigs of cold ale. So every swig drains it by 1. What are gawkers? If you took more swigs than you have gawkers during the round, gain 1 gawker. What's a gawker? So you need to keep ale and also drink it? No, I've got to finish mine before he finishes his. I only have 1 order, so I can only drink once. I'm glad you see, because I sure as shit don't. What? Okay. I didn't realize my charges would go away. Why did my charges go away? Charges shouldn't go away.
I barely did it. Yeah, the hidden mechanic of Gawker, I didn't quite understand.
Impossible. I can't believe it. Gascon, he drank a dwarf under the table.
I've said it before, I think, dear Reynard. You simply underestimate him.
We'll see what that card is, huh? Every turn, on turn end, boost random ally on each row by 2. Okay, that's nice, but I have the Manticore trophy. Now I would take that slot, so no. Manticore trophy wins all. Alright, now what's over here? Your Majesty, Gabor says this is our final refuge where we can rest and enjoy a warm meal before venturing into Blackbrook Vale. Okay, I am going to Blackbrook Vale. The soldiers are spent from climbing and need to sit a spell. If your grace could find a little extra coin, yeah, hell yeah, let's get some morale. You know I'm all about that morale. Swag over here? No swag.
The following is proclaimed by formal decree of the Elder. From here on in, you're on your own, wench.
Manticore trophy is best trophy. Truer words have never been spoken.
What is this place?
Blackbrook Vale.
Quite lovely.
That's a troll.
Aye, and damned dangerous. Keep your arms at the ready.
Music, though. You are now entering Blackbrook Vale. Do not touch anything, do not stray from the path, do not spit on the terrace. From the terrace, always watch for monsters. We, the dwarves of the third Blackbrook Vale expedition, have erected this obelisk as proof of our efforts to those who follow in our footsteps. If we do not return, drink to our health and remember our names. Hoo hoo ha. Shall we go say hi to this troll? Mahakam's engineers were puzzled by the mighty frost bridge. Why the mighty frost bridge had fallen to ruin. Perhaps an ice flow was to blame? Or a stiff, frigid gale from Mount Carbon? An earthquake, perhaps? No, these were not the cause. The true culprit stood 10 feet tall, with thick skin and an exceptionally hostile temperament. Oh, yeah. This is not a troll. No, this is a troll. It's a bridge troll. Bridge trolls are much bigger than the other trolls. Am I thinking of... Those are trolls, right? Yes. Bridge trolls are a lot bigger than their other kin. Do not let any unit die. Move all units except the bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Oof. Got a swig of my olive oil. Every turn on turn start, damage 3 units on the right. 3, 2, 1 in order. Order. Let a unit cross the bridge. Move to the other row. Damage a unit by 5. Move a unit 1 place to the right. Force a unit to move past the bridge troll. I don't quite know the mechanics of this yet. Okay, he does get a charge. Got it. Did I goof? May have goofed. And then 3 damage and I lose. Okay. Damn, I can't target him? Yeah. Where's that idea? We may have lost again. Oh, good. That worked. Cool. I wasn't quite sure if he could move that guy. All too easy. Alright, good night. Thanks for joining. Use 20... Okay, report. Milady, dwarven bodies littered the cave. Dozens with no visible wounds. Seems they sought shelter. They carry their belongings with them, items that may have been used to us. Mind you, of the 3 scouts we sent, only 1 has returned. We know not what killed the others. They simply collapsed as if paralyzed. Yeah, it's worth 20 men to get 800 wood, a crap ton of money, and a card piece. Sorry. I don't remember getting this first piece, but I'll take it. Oh, that's really, really useful. Not that valuable. It'll put me below the wood I want to go down. I don't really need it, so I don't need to do it right now. But the ability to trade gold for wood, yeah, that's valuable. This might be enough wood. Yep, that's enough wood. Cool. What else did I add? I added training grounds. Wait, which one's the training grounds? Okay. I missed the upgrade on that, but exchange gold for wood. Yes. That's pretty steep. Do it again. What? What's new? Oh. Make a blitz deck out of that. It's actually not bad for my build. Not that great. Not terrible, but I'm pretty. I want to keep my deck tight, and right now every card has a place. So. I'm in good morale, so I don't want to use that shrine yet. Letter found. Lads and lassies, if you're reading this, it means the next group of settlers has arrived. May you have luck. Then may we have more luck than we, the 5th expedition. 40 dwarves strong just a past month, but now we're only 3. Oberyn, Prodom, and Sava. Plow and Mystery what killed the rest. Found them one morning in their beds, just dead, stiff as boards. Expect soon we'll share the same fate. I can just feel it in me bones. Anyhow, we tucked away what's left of our veilers in a grotto east of here. No longer of any use to us, but mayhap it'll help. It's just what you're looking for. Ho ho ha. You don't say. Hang on. Let's loot the garage first. Your Majesty, this cemetery is a final resting place of the dwarven settlers with from all 7 expeditions to the Blackbrook Vale. The first are centuries old, while others only a year. No doubt there will be precious tributes buried within the bodies. We could order our soldiers to come in, but I warn you, milady, that they won't like it one bit. That's alright. Let's do it. And let's go pray at the shrine. See, we grave robbed. Oops. And then we go and repent our sins. See? It all makes sense. It's a narrative, you know, connection. Well, that's a goddess of fertility if I ever saw one. Grave robbing, schmave robbing. Everybody was fighting race. The hay cart. Dust with snow, an abandoned cart stood in the middle of the road, 2 feet protruding from the back. What had happened here? A murder, an ambush? Maeve didn't have time to wait long for the truth. Didn't have to wait long for the truth, for in a moment she heard the damning howl behind her. A standard battle. I like standard battles. Actually see if my deck is doing its job. Choose a card to redraw. Every 4 turns on turn start, haunt the nearest non-haunted enemy and move it to the other row. Every turn on turn start, damage all haunted by 1. Good thing I got armor, huh? Alright. Nope. Okay, got rid of him real quick.
That bit's the white of an eye from half a league away.
For 3 turns on turn start, haunt and damage an enemy by 1 on the first turn, then increase the damage on each of the following. Okay. 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 Not that bad. Set fire to rain. Haunt an enemy for 5 turns. Whenever it takes damage, boost self by the amount. I'm just gonna shoot you. How do I know when someone's haunted? I don't see any haunt thing. I see a target. Is he haunted? I don't know. Either way. Die.
I'm a boy.
Okay, he's haunted. Now he's no longer haunted. Very confused. Oh, that hasn't triggered yet. I see. I see. Test complete.
Got a death wish?
Make love, not war.
Asshole. Oh, I fucked up. I was just gonna do that for fun, and now I've cost myself a card. I guess I'll play this. Hubris. One redraw.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Catch!
I'm undone in a jiffy.
Oh, that counted? That's cute. Give me right fire. Yes. I'm too efficient at killing things. I can never pop my slingers. First world problems.
One goal.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
That's how I like it, he'll die, but that's alright.
Kicked its ass. We finally arrived. The place is crawling with critters, but we dealt with them in no time. Shanties are run down, but they're as good as new before long. Or they'll be as good as new before long. Just a damn pity there's no game in the forest. Either way, got a good feeling. 6 times the charm. Hoo hoo ha, Dardan. I've already been this way, right? What am I missing? That was it, huh? I thought I was gonna, like, solve whatever problems they had, but I just... That's it? Monsters.
Blackbrook Vale. The name itself embodied infamy. Neve arrived expecting misty ravines, decrepit trees bound in spiders' webs, and swarms of bats. What she saw was a warmly gurgling stream and the valley's gentle slopes blanketed in crocus blooms. Only a village of abandoned, ruined huts and a cemetery stretching to the horizon behind it attested to the valley's grim past.
The village seems shrouded in a guise. Be not deceived,
said the Queen.
Reynard! Some men to search the environs for any sign of life.
The blood-curdling roar that came from the ruins a moment later proved the Queen's caution warranted beyond any doubt.
The Cursed Valley. Guess I'm not done with the valley. If not for the aid of the Lyrian army, the dwarven settlers would likely have soon perished, shredded by wretched beasts hidden amongst the ruins. With the help of Meve and her men, they stood a chance of surviving, however small. The infamous Blackbrook Vale did indeed seem to be cursed. Hint, hauntings are more common than you'd think. Special rules, 1 round. Cool. On round start, spawn an impenetrable fog on all enemy rows. That sucks. Oversized Algul. Whenever Meve plays a card with even power, boost a random ally by 3. If it is odd, damage a random enemy by 2. I want these 2 for sure. I don't have any special victory conditions. Oh, I could nuke that Algul pretty quickly, actually. Actually, is it a boss? No, I could just turn it into a jade statue. Lickety split. Yes! Okay, good. That's what I needed. Alright, I'm good with this.
Protect the settlers!
Okay. You're an artifact. Alright, that got rid of that problem. What does fog do? Every turn on turn start, damage the highest unit in this row by 2. Oh! Oh. Every turn on turn start, boost self by 1 if impenetrable fog is on the battlefield. When this unit surpasses 6, spawn a fog at once. Oh. I think the first order of business is to get some fire down.
I smell a leak.
Let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and bop that. What the shit just happened? Alright, more fire.
You mad? Don't shake that!
On every turn, on turn start, summon a Necker from your deck or boost self by 1 if this row is full. Holy crap.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
No. I say no to you. Shit, another one. Every turn on turn start, summon a Necker from your deck. Damn. I mean, I got the fire going, so I don't know how big a threat that actually is. I want to get her down.
When will you ever learn?
Oh. All he has are hulking Neckers. Oh, that's a Necker warrior. Use a bronze ally in your battlefield in your hand, spawn 2 copies of it in your deck. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have a lot of Necker problems. Well, I can kill those 2 Neckers with this. I feel like that's worth it. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I think it's just gonna have to happen again. Oh wait. Dope.
Oh, could murder a pint.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Got a death wish?
Quick and painful this'll be.
$126-0.
Right through the last, that one. Should be safe now.
Call that a win.
Following the victory, the settlers' hopes seemed renewed. Could the beasts they felled have killed the previous lot of colonists? Perhaps the curse that had long hung over Blackbrook Vale was at last broken.
We thank you, Your
I don't think
Majesty.
so.
The settler's leader said, slipping the satchel from his shoulder.
You've granted us new hope. And a new home.
I don't think that was
Dwarves
the
rolled
problem.
up their sleeves at once and set about repairing the cottages. Sounds of hammering, sawing and chopping filled the valley, accompanied by a steady stream of dwarven song. Neve left Blackbrook Vale, her spirits soaring. How great was her subsequent shock when the elders summoned dwarves for another expedition to the valley. It seemed the settlers Neve had escorted had met the same fate as the colonists who had preceded them.
Yeah.
Yet what had killed either group would never be known.
I had a feeling that wasn't it. Necrophages don't, you know, kill people in their sleep. They ate them. Oh well, c'est la vie. Okay, we're almost done with Mahakam. I was actually kind of hoping to get through Mahakam tonight, but I do want to get some sleep. And no matter when I go to bed, my kids will be up for 8. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. Next time I get to play this, I will, finish Mahakam, surely. Almost finished. I finished about 2/3 of it, like. Yeah, so I do want to go this way. Just all right. Look, before I log off, I'm gonna see if I want to build anything. Palisade 2. I'd have to get a lot of wood for that. All right, we get this. Only one. We get this. Zeal again? Zeal means he can use his order straight away. Honestly, I'm not that into these cards just because my current deck build is really, really good. Yeah. And I'm not really... those land... Oh, I'm gonna butcher this. Gex, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Those Landsknecht seem decent, but again, they don't really build into... They don't go with my deck build right now. I think I'm just gonna save up for the Palisade. Which means I need to convert... How much do I need? 5,000? 4,000. Okay. Let's get over that 2,000 threshold. We're halfway there. And then, yeah, so I'm going to call it a night, guys. So we're 20 hours into this game. We're on the third map. And we haven't met half of the characters on the cover art. Although maybe the bad guy is the one on the right. I don't remember. But supposedly Geralt's in this game because he's on the cover. So we haven't even met Geralt, and we're 20 hours in this game. So there's a lot to do. And next time I get to play this, I will finish Mahakam, and we'll see where that takes us. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had a good time. And stay tuned if you're interested in die roll. Stay tuned. There will be an update very soon. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. That's at Dire Roll for Dire Roll stuff. Pretty easy. All right. Good night, everybody.